right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive. Today we're going to kind of take a look at this interesting little corner of social psychology,
Okay.
which is you know how people explain relationship breakups? So think about, someone's been like cut off,
Right.
ghosted,
Yeah.
unfriended, like the whole 9 yards. How do they explain that to others? And our source today suggests that what you hear is often like a carefully constructed narrative.
Okay.
And not necessarily the whole picture. So it says here, I'm quoting directly, when you cut off someone from your life, they will never tell people the full story. They will only tell them the part that makes you look bad and them innocent.
Huh.
That's a pretty strong statement.
It is.
I mean, is it always a conscious decision to portray the other person negatively, or could there be some unconscious biases at play?
Yeah, I think it's not always like a deliberate
Yeah.
act of manipulation. I think there are powerful psychological forces at work here.
Yeah.
And especially I think this need to protect our self-image, right?
Think about it. Like breakups often come with feelings of rejection,
Yeah.
right? And that can be a blow to our ego.
So it's less about making the other person look bad and more about just shielding ourselves from those negative feelings.
Exactly. We're trying to preserve a sense of self-worth. There's actually a psychological theory called cognitive dissonance that I think comes into play here. Essentially, we feel uncomfortable when our actions don't align with our beliefs about ourselves.
Right.
So if we see ourselves as good people, it's hard to reconcile that with the idea that we might have been the one at fault in a relationship.
Okay, so I'm starting to see how this all connects. So to ease that discomfort, we kind of subconsciously twist the narrative to fit our desired self-image.
We highlight certain details, downplay others, and over time, we might even start believing our own carefully curated version of events. It's a way of maintaining internal consistency and feeling good about ourselves. But we can't forget the social aspect of all this. We don't just tell these stories to ourselves, right? We share them with friends, family, maybe even on social media.
That's where the social standing element comes in. We're social creatures, hardwired to care about belonging and fitting in when a relationship ends. We're not just dealing with the loss of the person, but also the potential loss of social connections and support.
So by presenting ourselves as the good guy, we're trying to protect those relationships.
Right. We want to make sure that other people still see us favorably and don't side with the ex. It's about preserving those bonds and maintaining a positive social image.
It's so interesting to think that we might be getting only one side of a very complex story. It makes you really appreciate how subjective personal narratives can be.
It really does, and I think it highlights the importance of critical thinking, especially when listening to someone's account of a breakup. It's not about assuming everyone is being intentionally deceptive, but rather recognizing that there's always more to the story than meets the eye.
So the next time we hear about a relationship ending badly, how should we approach the information?
Yeah, I think with a healthy dose of skepticism and a willingness to consider different perspectives. Remember, you're only getting one side of the story filtered through that person's self-perceptions and social anxieties. It's a great opportunity to flex those critical thinking muscles. And remind yourself that there's always more to the story than we're initially told.
That's a fantastic takeaway. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. And to our listener, remember the next time someone spills the tea about a breakup, take it with a grain of salt. Until next time.